What you're about to see is a video that I made for you last weekend. I took you all on another adventure across Tokyo. A few key things went sideways that made me wonder if I should leave this video on the cutting room floor or if I should put it out there. Basically, I didn't hit record at one of the most critical points of the video. I lost something very important to me that sort of took me out of the zone, and I came back to find a little booger in my nostril in 2/3 of the video. And I thought, okay, well, it can't be helped. And I put it to the VC, should I put this video out there? I got a resounding yes. So you're going to see warts, boogers, and all in this video coming up. Please forgive me. When you make videos, you put yourself out there, you try your best. And when you hit speed bumps, you just got to take them and keep on going. So that's what this one is. Sorry for the hiccups, but I hope you still enjoy. Hey, record loving friends, this is Brian from tokyorecordstyle. Tokyo is often thought of as a very urban place, and of course it is, but the big, huge megapolis city that it is, it's still filled with greenery everywhere. There's big, beautiful parks all across Tokyo, and I am at one near my house called Wadabori Koen. It's actually two giant parks that are connected to each other. The other is Zenpukuji Koen, and I'm just here at one of the ponds, and I wanted to start a little journey from here today and take you with me over to, again, Shimokitazawa, where there is a cool record fair going on, organized by our friend Yohei Kunitomo at Pianola Records. I stopped by late last night, but I kept my patience and saved my wallet for today. I'm gonna go over there today, check it out, hang out, maybe sit on one of the bonus track park benches and chill out, listen to some tunes, and bring you along with me. But before I do, I thought I would make a quick stop at this really peculiar place inside the park here at Wadabori Koen. This is a sort of strange, interesting, mixed-use space that is famous right in the middle of the park because you can do something here that you can't really do all over Tokyo. First, I'll show you real quick that it's kind of a cool izakaya pub that's open in the middle of the park, in the middle of the day. It's a place where old-timers come and hang out on most days. And as you kind of come and check it out here on the side, you'll see that it's got a typical pub fare menu with fries and kaki and ramen and all the typical stuff. And you can order something from the counter here and take it to the park. They've got, oh, the popcorn machine is out of commission at the moment, but they've got this great popcorn machine that my kids and I grew up on. It's just a place to get some refreshments in the middle of the day. I think there might be somebody who lives here. You'll notice right here, this fish up on the signage here. This is a place where you can do tsuri, you can do fishing. There's actually some ponds back here that they stock with fish, and you come in here and you pay the guys a few hundred yen. It's not very expensive, and they give you a little bucket of bait and a fishing pole and hook, and you can catch some fish, and they'll cook the fish up for you, and it's a fun spot that I think I will bring you back to someday, so you can check out another little slice of Tokyo culture. But for now, I'm just gonna show you the outside of it and get your mouth watering for some future visit of the cool fishing village here in Wadabori Koen. Back there I can see young people and old people sitting alongside the little stocked ponds. Once you catch a fish, you put it in the bucket, then you hand it to the staff and they'll take it back into the kitchen and clean it and cook it for you, and you can have it with some fries and a beer, and it's just a nice way to spend the afternoon. And I think in the middle of the weekdays, it's a great place for old timers to come and meet. In the mornings, every single day here at the park, if you come and do like a little jog through the park, which you'll see people doing all day long, you will see at about 5 a.m. every day, hundreds, literally hundreds of elderly people over the age of, let's say, 70 and even much older come here into the park and they do calisthenics. They have somebody who comes out, and there is a routine that all Japanese people know called Ragio Taiso. It's the calisthenics that you learn in school, and it's up and down and da da da, and they all know it, and it's quite fun and cute. And you come here, and every morning there are hundreds of elderly people who come out from the neighborhood into the open areas where there is somebody who sort of guides them along and leads the chants and leads the exercises, and it lasts for about 20 minutes or even less, and then they all just scatter back into their neighborhoods and back to their homes. And it's just a thing that Japanese people do. It's part of the culture. It's the morning calisthenics for the elderly people. So anyway, Wadabori Koen is not a particularly unique park, but this little fishing village and the fact that it's really close to my house and the ponds and the playgrounds and the park make it a really nice place to share with you. So thanks for letting me show you my local big park. And now let's take a journey over to Shimokitazawa to bonus track again and pay a visit to Kunitomo-san Yohei at Pianola Records and see the record fair that's going on there. Off we go! Okay, a quick pit stop on the way. I am going to show you very quickly Spice motorcycles. I have been coming to Spice for damn near 20 years. Spice is my motorcycle shop who takes care of all my stuff. It's a Harley and custom bike shop, and they don't like working on my my Honda. They're always complaining about the fact that I should get a bike like this, but nonetheless, they're always super nice and super helpful. And So-san, who's run the place for all these years, he let me come and photograph the shop some years ago when I was doing a expose on the motorcycle shops of Kannana Street. And I got to hang out here for a week just making photos of this absolutely incredible garage. And I asked So some months ago, if I could come in here and introduce you to the mechanics and have a little poke around the garage. There's an amazing Triumph right here, Harleys all over the place. The coolest motorcycles in town come out of this shop. There's amazing frames and subframes and tanks and helmets and all kinds of amazing things hanging all over the walls. It's like a temple to motorcycles. It feels like a shrine. I can see miles of chain links and crazy cool tools and presses and fabrication tools. And he's got another little garage over here specifically for fabrication. And over the way, he's got a huge garage full of classic motorcycles. And the guys are always really helpful here. And I will bring you back to Spice another time. Let me just show you the entrance here. And look at this place. It's a little dark, but... Oh, So-san. I just was doing これは preview. これは本物じゃない。本物じゃないけど、just a preview. I'm just doing like a little preview. This is So-san, the proprietor of Spice Motorcycles. 15、20年前からの友達な感じね。We're 結構 old pals. 多分子供生まれての前の友達。We're probably friends from before we even each had kids. There's amazing motorcycles in here, amazing parts everywhere. I don't want to steal my own thunder. Downstairs there's a paint shop, carburetors on the wall, cool motorcycles that get curated in the States and get brought here where they get beloved by Japanese customers. So-san, ありがとうございます。また今度よろしく。いつかがいい？月曜日な感じね。Okay, we're gonna come here on a weekday when they're not so busy. This is kind of a busy day for them. ありがとうね。So little pit stop at Spice. If you're into custom motorcycles, this is the place to come to, especially American bikes, but they work on it all, and they work on my little cruddy Honda GB. Thank you guys for always setting me straight. All right, onward to bonus track. Let's go. One more quick pit stop. I'm right here on the corner of Inokashiradori and Kannana, the 7th ring loop around Tokyo. And this is the hospital where both my kids were born, Sugiyama Clinic. I have a great deal of debt and gratitude for this hospital giving us a great experience. We had really good times here, good memories. Both of our kids were born here. This is our stomping grounds, basically. And So-san's warehouse is right down the way, and our house is down that way, and more cool stuff is that way, and Shibuya is right down there, and we'll pass Chi-Chi's on the way there. If you look out, you'll see the 67 microbus that we saw yesterday, if he's open today. So again, onward to bonus tracks. There's the fuzz. We gotta be careful. Wait till he leaves. Okay, the motorcycle is really the best way to get around Tokyo. If you haven't heard my origin story about how I came to Tokyo, it involved being given a motorcycle, and that is one of the main reasons that I came here. There's very much a motorcycle element to this Tokyo story. So anyway, sadly, I lost my important, beloved stocking cap on my way here. My hat from Nepal, it fell out of my pocket. Let's see if we can find it on the way back. But for now, I've brought you back to Bonus Track, this shopping complex, mixed-use retail space that's where the Odakyu line used to be. And I feel like I brought you here 4 or 5 times in the last couple weeks. But here we are again. This is where the record fair is. I heard about the American Chinese restaurant. It's quite good, Oscar. And here is the record fair. This is being put on by Pianola Records, where we visited a couple weeks ago. And there are some 20 different shops that are all participating, and not all of them actually have brick and mortar shops. Some of them are just individuals selling records. And here we are at the Bonus Track Gallery. And I think this is where we are going to see some equipment and goods. I can see a lot of cassettes. The Beatles anthology. Video とても大丈夫？いいですか？ありがとうございます。5,000 yen for the Beatles anthology. All the best, Paul McCartney, 2,000 yen. Ventures are $6. Simon and Garfunkel, 2,000 yen. Interesting. Some cool tape cassette bags. Oh my God, there's some cool stuff here. And woohoo! Cool handbags. And wow, cute little cassette tapes, magnets. All right, cool stuff. Wow, what are these? Like old tin plates. The Police, the Doors, these are pretty cool. Pretty cool. A video 撮っても大丈夫？大丈夫。いいですか？ Yes, yes. Okay. Sure. Okay, so here we are at the Bonus Track Gallery, and I can see there's some cool stuff going on here. There's cassette decks and these really beautiful old national cassette decks. Wow, those are stunning. The F10 and the RX F3. Woo! Not for sale down here. Ne, yabai. Mecha mecha kakkoi. These are all cool too. Wow, natsukashi. Your shop, okay, W Mad. And what's your name? W Mad-san, okay. We got W Mad-san who's doing, there's lots of different, I think, cassette goods and maybe rebuilding projects. This is the shop name. W Mad, check out, in Shibuya. Check out W Mad in Shibuya. Vintage boombox, musical instruments, toys, and goods. Very cool. And wow. Okay, there's like a whole little world of experimental tape culture going on here. A cool old cassette deck, like what we used to have. So I don't know, that's some kind of sound machine. And oh my gosh, like let's just keep looking around. Okay, this is another little omiyage, that means souvenir. And there's like the Yo from Yo MTV Raps. A Sony Sports Walkman for 120 bucks, 100 bucks. And yeah, some cool swag. And let's check out this giant boombox. I see somebody back here. Oh, this is the vinyl cutting machine. He's cutting vinyl right now. Yeah, yabai. Yeah, direct cutting onto, yeah, it's happening right now. Wow, this is so cool. いいですか? Wow. Direct cutting vinyl right now on this really cool old school machine. Van Rock Records. Wow, beautiful. So if you bring some digital data, they can cut a 7-inch for you. And dang, look at this. LA Sonic. Woo. That thing's got the double bass. Dang. Super cool. I need to maybe get a piece of wax cut. 1枚いくらですか? 3,000 yen. Okay, for one 7-inch. Two sides, one side.
One side.
One side.
Two sides, 40,000, 55.
Okay, 4,500 yen. Okay, so it's half. Wow, it's really cool. Okay, so they've got. ちょっとあっちからもうとてもいいですか? Let's go check it out. I've never actually seen one before. It's really cool. So there's the. Hi. Okay. I just want to see the cutting needle. Okay, I've never seen before. It's very cool. So it's cutting the. It's vinyl でしょ? Lacquer じゃない. It's not shellac じゃない. It's.
No, vinyl.
普通の vinyl ね. Wow, it's a really cool machine. All right, very cool. So that is Nani Records. これは何ですか?
Naru Records.
Nani?
Naru.
Naru Records.
Naru.
Null Records. Null Records. Very cool. Okay, so we can check them out on Insta and check their mail out. And you can get a 7-inch cut at some point. Let's take one of their cards. これは何ですか? Okay, there's one more shop here. Steaky, nantoka. What's this one?
Japanese potato steak.
Japanese potato steak. Okay, sounds good. Imo.
Naru Records, AK, also known as
Potato steak.
potato steak.
Interesting. Okay, and they've got some Niagara somethings over here, a sound burger, and some cool stuff all over the place. Okay, so it takes about 30 minutes. You can get a 7-inch cut. If you want two sides, it's 4,500 yen. What's your name?
Kazunoko.
Kazunoko-san, Brian. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, sumimasen. Arigato. Thank you so much. Are you the official technician? Okay, wow. What's your name? Naru-san. Oh, Naru-san. Okay, Naru. Hold on, Naru. All right, got it. Okay, 本当にありがとうございます。これからピアノの I'm gonna go up there. Okay, really cool. Thank you guys. 本当にありがとうございます. We got all their shop names. This one too, we should just document because we're documenting them all. この店はなんていうの? What's this shop called? Let's have a shop card. Okay, this is Bar La Cassette. Very nice, okay? So check that one out. There's the QR code. And they've got a nice cassette collection, and you can get a cassette deck inside, get some cute cassette bags, and it looks like they have some stereo equipment. Oh my God, they're like car stereos. That's quite cool. Wow, all right. So they've redone the like car stereo and put them in little housings and connected them to, wow, that's really quite cool. That's a great idea. Wow, check it out. Wow, it's like the old blah punk from like BMWs and things like this. Wow, beautiful Honda. Whoa. Really cool. Nice jobs, guys. I like it. What a great idea. Bar La Cassette. 本当にありがとうございます。店、本当に、there's there, オンラインだけショップもある。どこの方相模原、小田急ライン。相模原。So we can go check them out. じゃあ、これから今度行きます。Brian の東京レコードスタイルという。Brian. Yeah. Okay, Tokyo Record Style. Okay, see you guys. ありがとう. Wow, super cool. Okay, now we have arrived at the record fair, and this is the moment where I failed to press record at the most critical moment to show you the entire record fair. I actually took my camera from booth to booth, and I dug through a bit of the records, and I introduced myself to the various vendors, and I showed you the record fair. And unfortunately, the camera wasn't recording the entire time. And then when I finally pressed stopped, or so I thought, I started recording while the camera was in my pocket for the next 20 minutes. And I missed a whole bunch of stuff, but as I was leaving the record fair, I took one little zip back through the place, not even realizing I was walking away without the video that I didn't have, but I did manage to show you it, so not all is lost. I think you can get a sense of it. It was an interesting collection of vendors who were all selling all different manner of records, but really sort of deep cut type stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next time Pianola hosts another record fair, and you'll get another chance to see the kind of people who get brought together for this event. But for now, watch my recap of the event and join me on the rest of the video on our way out. Okay, back over to you, Brian. Okay, I should have had a little time lapse going because I spent a couple hours here and saw a lot of great record booths, EM Records, Fillmore Records. I dug through everything. I sort of took this approach where I thought maybe I'll wait until I look at everything before I decide what to buy. However, I just got recorded out, and I think it was more about the dig today than it was really about any particular music. But I met a lot of people. I talked to Jim and Ian for a while. I met Makoto from Upstairs Records again, and Yohei from Pianola. And I saw people coming and going all day. Saw a couple people score some really nice records. I nearly bought a record and some guy snatched it up right out from underneath me. So I think I'm officially striking out. I know, it seems impossible, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I just didn't have the guts to score something that I didn't really know exactly what I was getting, and I just thought, what the hell? I think I can be okay. I've got the whole next month ahead of me to save my money for. We'll score another record down the line a little bit, but this was a fun visit to Bonus Track and to this really cool record fair put on by Pianola Records here in Bonus Track. And yeah, it was really cool. My friends Makoto-san at Upstairs Records. It was really fun. So I'm gonna say bye to Yohei-san. I think they're gonna do a live tonight, a live show. お疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。See you next time. いやいやいや、そのまま。また今度。ありがとう。Okay. Little kids. I ran into Ebony. Family-friendly event. Some cool can badges. And lots of non-Japanese people here as well as Japanese people here. I talked a guy up about fish. He scored a copy of Joy, their record from 2009. These lovely ladies have a really nice shop. And yeah, it was fun. I didn't score anything, but that's how it goes. Did see a Little Richard record that was sort of, I had my eye on. Should I go get that record? I saw a Little Richard EP with maybe 4 songs on it. I don't have much Little Richard, and I love Little Richard. Maybe I'll gammon. I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, well, that was a fun little adventure. I appreciate you coming with me. The record fair was cool. I think maybe the highlight was just seeing friends, and actually the bonus track gallery with all the cool tape stuff was quite nice. Looks like it's still going off. I was here for a good 2 hours and there was a lot of interest and a lot of people coming through. And all right, guys, we're gonna drive back home while there's still a little bit of light. I'm gonna see if I can find my beloved hat from the Himalayan Mountains that I dropped on my way here. I have a feeling I can get it back, but I just need to look out for it. And let's use what little light is left to see if we can find it. All right, no records, but there's plenty more at home that we can listen to, which we'll do when we get back home. So let's head out and see if we can find this hat. Okay, I am back from the record fair and I'm reflecting on the event. It was really fun. I had a good time taking you there, and I had a good time at our few pit stops. Spice Motorcycles and at Sugiyama Clinic, and a little hello to Chichi again, and the drive there. But I think what happened was I got a little bummed out that I dropped my hat somewhere along the way. And maybe that was the reason that I couldn't quite get in the mood to pull the trigger on anything. Tomorrow, I'm going to retrace my footsteps, my motorcycle tracks, and see if I can come up with my awesome hat that I got from Searu Besi, way up in the Longtong Trail of the Himalayan Mountains. And if I can find it, it will have found its way back to me again. And if not, c'est la vie. I did have it for a nice run, and hopefully it will bring somebody else some joy, but fingers crossed, it still has some joy to bring me. Okay, to be continued. Okay, there is one little epilogue here that I wanted to tack on here at the end. Now, I retraced my motorcycle tracks every day for 5 days, and I did not find my hat. But a couple of years ago, I want to say, on my path between my home and taking my kids to their after-school stuff, I would drive past this gasoline stand every day, and sometimes I'd get gas there. And one day there was a non-Japanese dude who was pumping my gas, and I said to him, "You're not Japanese." And he said, "No, I'm from Nepal." And I said, "Oh, I've been to Nepal. I dig Nepal. I got a bunch of big Nepalese crew back home." And he said, "Oh, really? Cool. I've been living here for this long, and my name is Krishna." And I said, "Hey, Krishna, nice to meet you." And we connected. And I told Krishna about my incredible experiences in Nepal. And every time I had an opportunity to fill the tank up, at that gas station, I would stop and say hi to Krishna, and sometimes I just give him a beep, beep, beep as I was passing by, and my kids knew him. I told him a story of how another time I had lost this hat, and that the reason I was a little bit confident that I might get it back is because the hat found its way back to me one time very unexpectedly. I lost it much in the same manner. It fell off on my person as I was zipping around somewhere, and like 3 days later I saw it sitting on a street sign. So it came back to me, and he told me, "You didn't find the hat found you." And I thought, oh, that's quite charming. And this week he called me and he said, "Hey Brian, this is Krishna. I'm calling from Nepal." And I said, "Hey man, what are you doing there?" And he said, "I'm back home visiting for like a month and I'm up in the mountains." So weird. And he said, "I just saw these hats." And he showed me a picture of the hats that he was looking at. And he said, "When I saw these hats, it reminded me of the story that you lost your hat from Nepal and it came back to you." And I said, "Wow, dude, it's crazy that you're calling because I lost it again." And he said, "I'm gonna bring you back one of these hats from Nepal. I promise you. I made this promise to you, so I'm bringing a hat back." I said, "Oh, dude, don't worry about it." And he said, "No, I'm going to." So the plot thickens, and who knows, maybe, you know, it will become a nice little thing, and I will have said goodbye to one hat, but I will have welcomed a new hat into my life. So that filled my heart with a little Nepalese love. And as a little tribute to Krishna, who rang me up to tell me about these hats, I suggested to my friend Brian Fitzgerald, aka Fitz's Electric Bar from Vancouver, VC member who's visiting Tokyo right now, that we go have Nepalese food, the best Nepalese food in town, for a dinner. And lo and behold, it turns out that Brian has spent some time in Nepal, and we had an amazing chance to bond over our shared love of Nepal and all the good and amazing people that are from there. So serendipity all around. Stay tuned for that video coming shortly after this one. So until next time, I'll see you on the next video.